Hello, I am Faelan Shiva, and I'm here with stars and cards for the Everyday Priestess channel, wherein I will give you a 2-week astrological forecast with a dash of divination at the end. So we have, technically it's on August 9th, but in the middle of the night, like at 12:55 a.m. So to me, that feels like tomorrow night, because today is August 7th. We have our full moon in Aquarius. And I've done a full write-up like I always do with a tarot spread where you can ask yourself the questions and draw the cards. And those I always post on my socials and to my email newsletter. If you want to get on my email newsletter to have every new moon and every full moon a tarot spread that takes the whole sky into account, you can sign up at roseofvenus.com. So I will touch on that briefly here, though. We have this full moon in Aquarius that is really encouraging us, really shining a light on our unique medicine, the ways that we shine differently than other people. And we have had and still have Mercury in retrograde in Leo, and that is a very opposite energy. Leo, where the sun also is, wants to be heard and wants to be liked, wants its message to be well received. So with Mercury in retrograde in Leo, we may have been feeling really tender, really sensitive about whether people really get us, whether people really understand us, whether they really hear our message. And this full moon in Aquarius is very like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's well received. It doesn't matter if people like us about it. I have a unique gift that I need to bring forward. So I really hope that you will ask yourself what that is for you. Not what other people think your gift is, not what you think your gift is supposed to be, not what gift you could bring forward that is easier to fit into a box, but you. What is your unique gift that only you can bring? Okay, so we have a couple other things happening. Yesterday, Mars moved into the sign of Libra. Mars is the planet of many things. Ultimately, Mars is the planet of life force. Life force, vitality, passion, hot tempers, libidos, sex, war, like just everything that requires adrenaline, everything that gets your blood moving. That's what Mars is in charge of. And now he's moved into the sign of Libra, which likes peace and harmony and balance. But while Libra is very much about relationship and very much about aesthetic pleasure, meaning the way things look, the way things sound together, the way colors feel together, there is this real like proclivity for beauty. But that's not all Libra is. Libra is also about equality and justice. Libra is good at being objective. Libra is good at mediating because it can see both sides of something. And now we have all of this drive and ambition and a feeling of justice is possible with Mars and Libra. So I am hoping that Mars and Libra really gets the activists moving. Those people who are really good at creating change but have needed a little bit of fire in their pants about it. I'm hoping this will do it. The other thing is that this, especially tomorrow on August 8th and on August 9th, that Mars and Libra is going to be pretty tightly aspecting a lot of the big heavy hitters in the sky right now. Pluto at 2 degrees Aquarius, Saturn and Neptune at 1 degree Aries, Uranus at 1 degree Gemini, and technically also that Mercury retrograde, a little bit of a wider orb, but not too much. So I really feel like it's going to activate a lot of things. Like a lot of things have been shifting and planning or trying to work itself out, and now it's just time for action. So see how that works out in your life, and tell me about it. I want to hear. Astrology is not just symbols on a screen. It's a living thing, and it has as many expressions as there are humans on the planet. So I also really like to make sure I get a heavy dose of looking and watching and tracking planets in the real life sky, and feedback from people. Well, how did it play out for you? How did you feel it? Did it activate something in your life? That's what I'm really after. Okay, a couple other things. August 11th, in the middle of the night, 12:29 a.m. What's that, Sunday? When you wake up on Sunday, Mercury will be out of retrograde. Is that Sunday? That might be Monday. Okay. I think it's Monday. Okay. Mercury will be out of retrograde, still in the sign of Leo, but hopefully our communications and plans will be smoother. Though I usually experience there to be a couple of days of hiccup still, anytime it shifts either way. And then on August 11th in the evening, we have Venus and Jupiter making a conjunction in the sign of Cancer. How lovely. So Jupiter is often known as the Santa Claus of planets, bringing good fortune, bringing optimism, bringing good luck. But what Jupiter really does is just make everything bigger. It expands everything. It does often have a beneficial flavor. So yay. And in the sign of Cancer, where he is exalted. And then we have Venus, goddess of beauty and love and prosperity, and other things, war and boundaries, believe it or not, but that's a story for another time. But when we have these two benefics coming together in a sign of nurturing and family and some softness, Cancer is very soft when it feels safe. When Cancer does not feel safe, it is the hard shell of a crab. But I think that this will be a really lovely conjunction, and I encourage you to find where in your birth chart this will happen. You'll see them right now close enough together that you'll be able to figure it out. But look in your birth chart. Where is Cancer? Where is 13 degrees Cancer? You can expect a little extra support, a little extra love, a little extra grace, or even a lot extra. And I would also encourage you to go and look, where does 0 degrees or 1 degree Libra land in your chart? Because this is the place where Mars is activating things, making it happen. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. A little fire, a little sweet. Let's see what one card wants to be heard for us for the next 2 weeks. When I come back to you, it will be New Moon in Virgo. One card for this 2-week period. It insists on 2 cards. Interesting 2 cards. The first one is the 5 of Cups. And the second is the Knight of Pentacles. The 5 of Cups is about dealing with difficult emotions, facing them head on, acknowledging that there is suffering. Yeah, it is ruled by Mars, but in the realm of emotion. Hold on a moment. I'm just feeling into the energies at play. What's interesting to me is that the 5s are ruled by Mars, and we have Mars in Libra, we were just talking about, but those cups are watery and really feels more like the Cancer that we were talking about. In order to move on and claim the 2 cups that are still upright, in order to really be open to receive, you see he has his back to those 2 cups that are still full. In order to receive those gifts of Jupiter and Venus in Cancer, we first need to acknowledge the suffering, which is a Mars thing. We need to acknowledge there is suffering. We need to feel our grief. We need to sit with whatever are the hard feelings and allow them to move through us so that we are available to receive the good things. And then the Knight of Pentacles, this is very much about loyal, good work, slow and steady pace, getting it done. When I see the Knight of Pentacles, I often feel the message, just keep doing what you're doing every day. So how do these 2 things move into or speak about the energies at play? I'm looking at my sky wheel. Oh, interesting. Yes. Okay, let me look at one thing real quick. That new moon, not quite yet. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is a very Virgo character, and we are moving toward Virgo season. We've got about 2 weeks left. The next time I see you, it will be new moon in Virgo, fresh into Virgo. So in order for us to really be able to move forward and get the work done that we want to get done, like our vision, not just housework or whatever is the vision that we're bringing, we need to deal with these difficult emotions so that we can receive the blessings that are coming from Jupiter and Venus in Cancer. And we need to also keep in mind what we need to do on the regular to accomplish our task at hand as we move into Virgo season. Okay, interesting. Yeah. The other thing is a practice that I've really been enjoying is feeding the difficult things in us to Earth to be composted. And then from that compost, we get this ability to nourish, nurture, tend to what is still meaningful for us. So, yes, it'll be interesting. I'm going to really feel into how that plays out because those are a couple interesting cards for this time we have. Okay, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Happy full moon in Aquarius. In the middle of the night after tomorrow. Okay. I will talk to you soon.